Meanwhile, and less visibly, industries are beginning to test the waters, and these may be where the greatest economic benefits will come in terms of contributing to big global and national challenges. For example, wind farms find that they can use information from sensors to continuously adjust the blades to make the most of the wind. It's like tweaking the sails on a boat to get a little bit more speed. It can increase the amount of energy generated by up to 25%. Factories are beginning to connect their own data with their suppliers so that components are automatically ordered just in time for production. Sensors around the production line can also help to predict problems before they happen and delay scheduled maintenance when the machines are fine, making sure the engineering efforts is being used where it is really needed. So basically, this boils down to smart cities. You know what I mean? And I know a brother in our camp did a video on that, and I think I spoke on it. Hopefully, this will expound on it. But basically, like with all this 5G shit, I mean, like they trying to have everything. Um, but you know what? Let me go ahead and bear with me for a second. See, this phone isn't actually on the internet, so I'm using this other phone. This is the definition from Wikipedia. A smart city is an urban area that uses different types of electronic data collection sensors to supply information, which is used to manage assets and resources efficiently. This includes data collected from citizens, devices, and assets that is processed and analyzed to monitor and manage traffic and transportation systems, power plants, water supply networks, waste management, law enforcement, information systems, school, library, hospitals, and other community services. Salakia. I got another scripture too. I meant to get this one because this is the one I actually wanted. It's just like a precept to that Job 5 and 12 says. This is Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. So, meaning when this devil thinks that he has got this thing set up the way he wants, the Most High is going to come and take him down. You know what I mean? Meaning he gonna be unawares, and at the end of the day, doesn't say that the Messiah Yahweh Shai is gonna come back like a thief in a knife. It's like a thief in the night. We don't know when he's coming back, just like he doesn't know. Only the Most High knows. So when he comes, he's gonna catch everybody off guard. Um, says help to predict problems before they happen and delay scheduled maintenance when the machines are. I read all that. The other feature that the IoT or Internet of Things allows for is the collection of data on extraordinary scales. Very cheap, low power consuming connector sensors can be added to everything to collect real time data about individuals. Right. That means they're gonna be monitoring everything, the environment or specific systems, allowing us to continuously check for leaks with sensors in remote water pipes or to crowdsource vast amounts of data from mobile phones to track an outbreak of flu. Actually, one of the challenges of the IoT is how to turn vast amounts of data from multiple sources into meaningful wisdom. The prevailing term around this is data, information, knowledge, wisdom. The data might be a string of numbers. The information is in that data might tell you that you have product number 32 with a sell by date. The knowledge you can glean from the information is that product 32 is milk and the sell by date is yesterday. They using wisdom. The resulting wisdom is that time that it's time to buy more milk. Just like on the movies, gonna tell you what you got inside your refrigerator. Huh? Or if the milk is old. It's a trivial example, but with vast and disparate data, it can be a real challenge to glean meaningful wisdom from the sea of information. Whole new job categories are opening up about data science as we seek people who have the talent to help work out how to turn unlimited data into useful wisdom. What are the right questions to ask of the data? What are the important patterns? So that means that artificial intelligence is going to be involved in this. One future assumption is that the majority of the world's population will live in cities within a couple of decades, and it's clear that this dense population will bring social and practical challenges around energy, education, health, and transportation, among other areas. Experiments have already started with with smart cities, and that's the spirit I just read there, right? Urban developments that blend together multiple online systems such as hospitals, schools, transportation, to overcome challenges and develop applications that will improve the quality of life. There are already many examples of smart city trials around the world. Trials have covered a wide range of applications from beacons to help visually impaired people find their way around in San Francisco and Euston Station in London to sensors and trash cans, allowing for a more responsive, smart approach to garbage collection. There are now many smart waste recycling bin solutions on the market, such as Big Belly, which is, I guess, US based, Evo, Finland, eCube Lab, South Korea, checking in, along with active trash can checking in places in thousands of locations worldwide. The garbage systems we not only sense when a bin is full, that the garbage systems will not only sense when a bin is full, they will also predict when it's likely to be full and suggest efficient driver routes. It seems that the technology works rather well, but it takes time for the drivers to trust the system and adjust their working practices. This gets to the heart of a truth. This gets to the heart of a truth about the future of the Internet of Things and smart technology. We will, so like it. We will get to. We will have to get used to having it in our lives. One of the fundamental strengths of the Internet of Things is the way it can readily connect apparently unconnected things to create something new, something that could have profound effects on the efficiency and efficacy of services from transportation to healthcare and education. If we manage to connect them, it's like a, if we manage to connect them, this is more of a practical challenge than a technical one. These industries and government departments are not particularly used to working together, and it will take a sustained collaborative effort to make it work. There are currently 5 governments that are working together to strengthen the digital economy bonded by the principles of openness. These are Estonia, Israel, New Zealand, South Korea, and the UK. Between them, there are they are championing open standards, international collaboration, and open government, and collectively pushing the agenda forward. Another way we're currently exploiting the cloud and the IoT or Internet of Things is virtual reality. That reminds you of what the fuck was that movie, Ready Player One? And augmented reality. We've seen these in computer games and commercial mainstream for some time, but now they are popping up elsewhere too. Architects and estate agents are using VR to help visualize things that are yet to be built. Companies building ships, airplanes, and oil rigs can use technology to visualize things before making a massive investment. Some factories are using AR as a way to overlay instructions on a headset for technicians in order to give them step by step guidelines on what they need to do. Both VR and AR are still relatively young, but their potential to become an everyday part of education, health, and work and leisure is massive.